Hi everybody, this is Maya and today is day 10 of Novel Prep Month and we're going to take a look at that one paragraph summary. So go ahead and dig it out. I'll wait. Now here's what you're going to do. I want you to read through that one paragraph summary. And as you read through it, I want you to think about the characters that you've recently filled out. This is your chance to go back to that one paragraph summary and make any changes that you think need updating. Because as you look at that summary, now that you know your characters a little more, is there something in that summary that you don't think is true to your character? Is there something that you don't think is interesting? Or something that you don't think will work? If there is, now is your chance to go back and make some changes to that one paragraph summary. Now, the next thing I want you to do is, if you have a story with a lot of people or a story where time is important, where people are meeting each other or, you have a lot of things happening in a short amount of time, what I want you to do is to take a piece of paper and just briefly write down the major events in the story and when they happen. What you're doing really is you're trying to prevent the problem of having something happen before it can actually physically happen. I've had this happen in an outline that I was doing of a story that literally took place in 2 days and I was getting things mixed up. I've also had it happen where a character has insight in something that they can't have insight in yet because the timeline is wrong. So what I want you to do is to just make a basic sketch of an outline so far. If you have Anne timeline, now's a good time to do it. When was your character born? How old are they now? When did they have the event happen? When do they have the ending of the story happen? Just basic. And then look at it and see, is there any glaring errors that you can see off the top of your head? You'd be surprised how many times you have somebody doing something that literally can't happen until later because they don't have knowledge of something else. And by having this visual map of just your basic timeline, it's really helpful. As we move forward and make your outline more detailed, we're going to fill in this outline. So if you do it in a notebook, do it on a flat 2 sides and turn your paper, or if you have some butcher paper, or if you have a whiteboard, or if you have a computer program you can use. Excel is good for this and Timeline is good for this. Do it that way. And that way, as you're writing your more in-depth timelines, you can start plugging in dates and times that things are happening so that, you don't have somebody, I don't know, discovering a magic ball at 6 o'clock on Tuesday and they don't know about the ball until 8 o'clock on Wednesday. So once you have your basic timeline sketched out, it's really basic at this point because you don't know all the details, but now you have some place to plug in the details later. Now what you're going to do is you're going to look at that one paragraph summary, and for every sentence, you're going to expand it into one paragraph. So the opening sentence, which is usually your setup, expand it into a paragraph. Your second sentence is probably also setup, or maybe it's character development, put it in a paragraph. Your third sentence it may be the inciting incident, put it in a paragraph. Go through your one paragraph summary like that. And then when you're done, I want you to read your summary, which now, depending on whether or not you did 1 or 3 sentences and depending on how well you stuck to my instructions, your new summary may be 1 to 2 pages. So now here's what I want you to do. I want you to read your summary into the computer, into a tape recorder. Go do something. And then in the morning, listen to it. And when you listen to it, listen for any places where you feel bored. Listen for any places where you think, that doesn't sound right. Listen for anything that you think it would be more exciting if this happened instead, and then revise it. It's that simple. And that is your assignment for today. Couldn't be easier.